Hey guys, Philosopher here, and today I'm going to show off Madelyne Pryor in action. I'll show her animations and all that. I will, we'll have fun playing the team a little bit, and then I'm going to actually test out this team on War Defense. Some of my alliance mates have fairly large Madelyne Pryor already, on their defense in the hangar. So we'll go into war practice mode. We will test it out. You'll get to see exactly how good this team is. Let's talk first before I do about ISOs and T4s and all that. As you can tell, I was pretty fortunate on my initial pulls. You could see that video that was out earlier today. So let's start here with the T4s. I mean, I think this ability, whether it's essential or not, I don't know. It's certainly very nice to have. Okay, so this is basically, instead of a 25% chance to assist on non-attack ability, she has a 50% chance, which is really good. And then she is kind of an out-of-turn attack. Whenever an enemy attacks somebody in the team, she mind controls the ally with the highest damage to attack that enemy. And this gives an additional 10% on that attack. So I think this may be sneaky good. It actually may be better than anticipated. So I'm not sure, but it's certainly very good for someone like me who has a lot of T4s. This is definitely a one that I put on here. I think this one is, probably going to be an essential one. 100% damage to the primary target and flip all positive effects instead of 3 positive effects on the primary target. That's pretty nice. The thing that I like about it is on War Defense, when she gets a kill, she generates 2 ability energy for Mr. Sinister. So I think that getting the kill on this attack is definitely going to make the whole team a lot better. I will just say that, for most players, this is a character that's not going to be an obvious one to invest in. It's a War Defense team, for Christ's sake. They always just tend to get countered fairly quickly thereafter, and it's not even the best War Defense team. It's one that probably going to be above average, but nothing super special. So I think, for most players, what I suggest for a team like this just generally is to, hoard your mats, get the shards, hoard the mats, particularly with the Scourge system. I talked a little bit about that in my recent treadmill video about how the game has changed. This one, even I'm not going to do. I mean, I have a bunch of extra T4s, and I just don't see 50% extra damage, is that great. I mean, I guess it's to all enemies, so it's something, but it's got a long cooldown. I don't know. Hard to get excited about it. This one I like better. The basic, you'll probably be basicing a decent amount with this character. Flipping 3 additional positive effects instead of 2. I do like that. It does impact her ISO attack. So if you do look here, you can see her ISO attack. That's actually quite nice, but I do have her a skirmisher for now. These are all, by the way, my initial impressions. I will do an infographic once I've tested the team out and get input from a lot of other people. These are just my initial impressions, day one, without having tested the character at all. Why I say skirmisher? Well, if you look at this team, she's not the only one assisting on non-attack ability. Sabretooth does. Of course, he's off the team now. But Mystique does, for example. And I usually have her as skirmisher and always assisting. And then I put Sinister, who has 2 different moves that are non-attack abilities, as striker. Strife, his first move is a non-attack ability. I have them as striker. So you get this triple tap action going on with the ISO interactions between skirmisher and striker. And Madelyne Pryor will have the same thing because she's going to be assisting 50% of the time on non-attack abilities. So that's what we're testing out here. Let's see them in action. What I'm going to do, because I'm still in the tier 1 of Blitz right now, is I'm going to just go into Dark Dimension 3. I can bring the full team there, and you can see the animations. I think that's a good place to start. We can have some fun with RTA at the end of the video, but before I take them in War Defense, I know people really like to see how the team, just how the animations look and how the team looks coming together. So we'll do that now. Let's see. We could put him in there, and we'll put Strife and Sinister. I don't know about positioning it. To be frank with everyone, I have not thought through the positioning well enough on this team. So this may be totally wrong. Okay, but we'll just run this for now and just see how this team does. Nice thing about Dark Dimension, there's no timers. So I can spend as much time as we want just sort of having fun and testing things out here. Okay. So here we go. So we'll aim for Pyro or Mordo, or aim for Shuri. We'll do our taunt. Okay. Okay, Madelyne Pryor, you can tell, is not very beefy. She's generally speaking, just to show you, when you look at the character stats table, before we move on here, I want to show you, her health is 62nd, okay? But that's with her. I mean, the other characters are 7 yellow. Her armor, if we sort by armor, 121st. So she's a little squishy, particularly for a new character. All right, let's do this and try to flip some. Okay. Okay, throwing the slow out there. All right, so this is her big first move. So what she does, she attacks all enemies and applies defense down for 2 turns to all enemies. Is Cyclops or Phoenix an enemy? No. And that's like a flavor thing from the comics. But then she applies offense down for 2 turns to all brawlers and blasters, disruptive for 2 turns to protectors and controllers, ability block on all support. So let's just see what this looks like on 1X. Oh, wow. Okay. That looks very powerful. I think she's like a clone of Phoenix or something in the comics. So she's supposed to look a little like Phoenix. Okay. Sinister's barely alive. Who are we going to clone? We could clone Shuri or Magneto. Magneto would be nice because he's an evil mutant. So we'll do that. We could clone another Strife and have 2 Strifes. I like that idea. Just for fun. We're basically doing it for lulz and so forth. Now he's going again. Happy to throw out ability blocks. We like those. Pyro bothers me. I don't like his bleeds. Okay, we'll just ability block this side with the other Strife. Here, we'll do this. Cool. All right, now we'll look at her in 1X and see. This is thing like she blows somebody up, right? Prolongs the duration of all negative effects by 1. All right, let's target Magneto. Oh, wow. All right, that's pretty cool. Sweet. All right, Sinister will heal us up and spread the positive effects. Okay, seems pretty good, huh? All right. This used to be a very hard node in Dark Dimension. Obviously these characters are geared tier 15, but it's also just the power creep. I mean, whatever. We'll have her dance around. Okay. I think we steal the speed up. You can see the assists on the non-attack abilities and so forth. Okay. Okay. Oh, wow. So she was assisting there in the non-attack ability. Okay, let's use her basic now on 1X. All right. Well, very cool team. Let's go into war defense mode. I think that's what people are more interested in and what's going to beat this team in war defense. But at least you got to see the animations. You got to see how the team does. It's pretty good. Pretty interesting. All right, we'll go into the practice mode and so forth. All right. And just putting the screen up so I don't show the defense layout here, but I know we have some people have built some pretty big ones and put them on defense. There we go. There we go. Pretty big. Pretty significant. Bigger than mine. So let's see what beats this crew. So people, I've already been told a number of teams that win. So this is one team that I've been told beats them pretty handily. Now, obviously, this is a punch down, but we'll do this one. So this is Secret Avengers Kestrel. All right. Okay, notice I'm spreading the speed up. I think that's a better move than doing the summons. Okay. I'm spreading out my vulnerables there. All right, now I think I'm going to take out Strife while I have him kind of at half health. We want to get him down because otherwise he's going to be a problem for me. Okay, so that's good. So now the question is, who do I want to stun? I think that's going to be Emma Frost because otherwise the team, she's going to clear it. Okay, they're going to... So Kestrel stopped the clone. She goes after Fury, which we don't care about. Sorry, I'm not feeling well. All right, let's just kill Madelyne Pryor because she's the best character on the team now. All right, we'll do this here. Okay, so far so good. Okay. So you can see now this was obviously a punch down, but I've been told by multiple people already that this is a pretty good matchup. And somebody in my chat suggested maybe stunning Sinister with Sharon. I don't know. This worked. There may be better ways to do the fight, but you can see it was a pretty easy victory. There are certain teams, though, that are not going to work. And I'll tell you right now that this team is basically made to counter. They've reworked it to counter certain teams. So, like, for example, Shadowland was originally designed to hard counter Marauders. And now Shadowland cannot counter the new Marauders. Okay, yeah. People are saying in my chat I played it right the first time. I think so too, but you'll see here. So, for example, so this Disrupt landed. I don't know how that happened, because I think it wasn't supposed to. But notice she didn't. You'll see now we weren't able to clear. She wasn't able to clear the taunt. So now, White Tiger's screwed. See, ordinarily what was happening is she would clear the taunt, and then And then Emma Frost would be ability block, but you just can't do that here. Okay. Okay. See all the resistance? Because he has all this extra resistance now with... he has all this extra resistance now with the charge. Then they stun. They're made to stun Night Nurse. So this team is basically created to hard counter Shadowland. Now you can see it just falls apart very quickly. Okay. So I'm going to show you some other teams. There's another team... There's another team that this team totally hard counters. It's created now to hard counter, which are basically the original counters of this team. One thing I'll just say from speaking to the developer, it was pretty obvious to me that this developer does play the game, the guy who designed this rework, but plays it at a fairly low level. He kept talking about Doom Marauders as like the things like this will free up your Doom. And it was clear to me that he's never played at a very high level. So he was thinking of Shadowland as one big counter, and then he was thinking of like X Factor as another big counter. I mean, you don't need Rhino for this matchup, so I'll just throw in Namor, who's actually better. It doesn't matter. I mean, I could put in any character that's fair. It's not like Morgan Le Fay or something, and we would achieve the same result here. Because this developer went out of his way to make sure to screw over Shadowland and X Factor against this team. So the Secret Avengers, Kestrel, do not work. Uncanny is going to get rolled because of all that flavor text in the Madelyne Pryor kit. Okay, but I just want to show you that this won't work, just so everyone can see. And this is exactly what the team was made to. That's exactly what this rework was meant to counter. You basically can't do anything against. And by the way, this is insanely big X Factor. 7 Red Star Longshot and 7 Red Star Shatterstar, both gear tier 16, with the teal gear and all that. And they're not able to do anything. Now they got immunity, and she just rolls them. And this is even with my friend Namor doing his thing here. He can't clear the positive effects. It'll be interesting if my team is big enough to do it anyway, but it's supposed to not work. What basically they've done is they have, I think on Madelyne Pryor's passive or something, she's not able to. She lowers the crit chance of the X Factor. Okay. I think it's clear that this is failed. Longshot's already dead. They've already cloned my Polaris. So I think this one, I don't think I need to play it out to show you that this team's screwed. All right. Let's try another. Let's try another team. So folks are like, let's see how Ravagers work. Okay, I have a relatively built out Ravagers. So this is 100k punch up. I think they won't succeed, but we'll see. All right, let's see. The problem is I think they'll copy stuff from. All right, so you can't steal energy, or I don't know why you would want to, right? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't see any point in. Well, that's the end of that, right? This team's just totally rolled. Now, obviously, it's a punch up, but I mean, Totally rolled. Okay, this is. I feel bad for the Ravagers. They just got rolled. All right. All right, we can try some other teams. I'll show you how Uncanny works. I assume that Uncanny get rolled because of that flavor text in Madelyne's kit that like targets like her fury at the Uncanny, but I do have a pretty built up Uncanny team. Oh, not in the War tab. I don't know why it doesn't default to the War tab. Let's see. So this is a 50K punch up. I assume it will be a disaster. The only winner so far is Secret Avengers Kestrel. Of course, we haven't tried like the best teams, right? I assume Weapon Axe and Darkhold and all those kind of teams will roll over this team. All right. All right. All right, we're going to try to stun. All right. So I should have, one mistake that I made is I should have, instead of using the stun, because they were all immunity, I should have been using the ultimate, Storm Ultimate on turn 1, so that was a mistake. But so far, you know, whatever. We'll see. I do think that Madelyne should own them. Let's see. Oh, well, now we do have a taunt on Madelyne. Oh, it's disappeared already. All right, let's see. I did that just for the deflex, even though he's got the... All right. She has the ability block, so she wasn't able to ult. Not looking great. Okay, she goes right after Storm. Huh. I'm going to laugh if this team does it. Well, they got out Madelyne, so that probably means they're good to go. Very interesting, huh? Now, I will just say what ends up happening is you use... I don't know why I did that. That was a total waste. Uh-oh. Maybe they lose. Well, Magic's still around. She can res Phoenix. They're going after Colossus. All right, so... Yeah, this is going way better than I anticipated. Oh, the team's getting smart, and they're going after Magic. They're keeping Phoenix alive and going after Magic for some reason. Okay, so now... doing that just to get the ability ball, or the... I don't know why the barrier didn't come. Is I missing something? I screwed that up, maybe? Yeah. I must have... that was a misplay, I guess. I don't know. Well, this is all over. So they basically got one down. It didn't... I mean, it went better than I expected, but it still went pretty poorly, right? Yeah, that was a brutal. All right, any lesser team should lose. Black Order's going to lose. Any team that's old should lose. We can try it if people want. We'll try it because people are saying in the chat Black Order. We can try that, but I can already tell you that's not going to go very well. And then I expect the kind of better teams to roll this team. I mean, you know, in other words, we should have no problem with. So here you go. This is maybe 30K punch up, 28K punch up with Black Order. So the best teams right now in War Offense are like Darkhold, you know, Weapon Axe, Dark Hunters, Infinity Watch. Okay, this is the end of this. So I don't think All right, let's. I'm gonna try to wait till Madelyne's big attack and then flip. There you go. Wait till the slows are out too, and then try to do the flip. Let's see. Oh, he's ability blocked. Well, that's the end of that. I guess he's a support. I thought only supports were ability blocked. I guess I didn't realize Thanos was a support. I thought it was maybe protectors are as well. Cannot clear the taunt. And now he's ability blocked. This is basically over. Oh, in war, I guess protectors get ability blocked as well. I forgot that element of her kit. All right, let's see if we can really do anything. Oh, yeah, he's blind. That's just a misplay. It really doesn't matter. I mean, his damage is not enough to do anything against his team. It's just like a scratch. It's a waste of time. All right, let's just quit out of that. All right, let's look at the Dark Hunters. I mean, that's a team where I have no idea which way that's going to go. Dark Hunters, they counter heroes for hire. They counter heroes for hire, and then that's kind of it's kind of it. People think they counter Young Avengers, but not really well. So this is a punch down, 20-something K punch down. I think that Dark Hunters are gonna not do well. So I because there's no city heroes here, none of that stuff. So I think this team is just not going to do well. Wow, Namor's not even going to survive to do his thing. Okay. Well, at least he did. We got some. All right. We'll spread some bleeds. Then, we'll see. We'll do the ability block here because we kind of have to. Okay. They do have a lot of damage. Who knows? Oh, that didn't go very well. That did not go well. Oh, boy. They got their own Morbius now. And Dr. Voodoo's got 2-turn ability block. Yeah, it's probably game over here. Wow. Yep. Wow, huh? See that? And that's it. That's pretty much the end here. He can heal up, which is nice, but the other team has immunity. Dr. Voodoo's dead. It's all over. All right, so that doesn't work either. All right, let's so I'll show you. Infinity Watch will totally roll them. I'm sure Weapon X and Darkhold will win too. Yeah, so far the only real clear winner has been Secret Avengers Kestrel, but we've been trying the lesser teams. So I think you just need one of the better teams because, of course, A-Force is coming as well. So, this is really, it's above average war defense team, right? Because if it's a team that loses to Secret Avengers Kestrel and loses to, it's going to lose, I assume, to Infinity Watch, Darkhold, and Weapon X. And then probably to A-Force. And that's it. But that's like 5 teams, right? So if this team was much worse than that, I probably should have saved my buff clear until after the move from the big move from from Madelyne Pryor, but it's not a big deal. Okay. I'll just kill that. Okay. Okay. Yep. Infinity Watch. I mean, they are having, they are doing some work against Infinity Watch, but it's a practice. He's blind, so nothing's going to happen. But as a practical matter, this match is, probably over. Okay. Yep. It's over. All right. So, like I said, Infinity Watch is no problem. I don't even know if you need to see me beat this with like Weapon X or Darkhold. Eternals are going to beat this. I'll show you that. Yeah, we'll do Weapon X. People like, hey, we want to see how easily they can beat him. Sure. Now, obviously, my Weapon X is a little bit large, so it's going to be a punch down. But you're going to see how easy it is. So Eternals are another team should easily beat them, I would assume. We can just try that out. We'll do that. We'll do Eternals plus. All right, let's ability block Madelyne Pryor so she doesn't get going. I don't know if that's the right move, but that's just my guess. Okay, he's got taunt, so that should be good now. I don't know. Okay. Chop, 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 chop. Okay, he's gone. And then we'll ability block Emma Frost as well. Good times. So you can see how easy this is, right? I mean, there's really not much that the Marauders are going to do against Weapon X. Okay, this is just what you would expect. Okay. All right, let's try something else. I'll show you how the Eternals should be able to beat them. People are asking if X-Men will beat them. They will not. I mean, obviously, if you're in an area of war, some people are like, look, at my level of war, everyone has massive X-Men, and a lot of the other teams are small. Obviously, if you have like a 900K X-Men, and like you're fighting 200K teams, I'm sure they can beat any 200K team. But maybe not Heroes for Hire. I don't know. But that's, but realistically, they're going to get, the X-Men are going to get rolled. Let's do Eternals for fun. People are like, will the Eternals... People in my chat are literally asking me, well, if the Eternals will win. The answer is yes. I would assume. But we'll test it just for fun. We'll just send them in with like those two and Loki. Let's just see if that's enough. I think it should be. By the way, it doesn't even matter that Loki died. It may matter. It's interesting because we didn't get the double tap on the Icarus alt. That's interesting. I would think that the Eternals should win, but if they don't, that's interesting. Okay. Goodbye, Madelyne. Okay. Interesting. I should have stunned a different... Oh, I guess they all had immunity. I did that to get the barrier. It's actually really close. The fact that an internal gets cloned is a problem. All right. I'm getting rid of their Cersei if I can. Wow. I mean, with some of these, this is way too close. If they targeted my Icarus instead of my Cersei, this would have been game over. This is why I'm going after Sinister now, before he can clone again. Yeah, this is way too close for comfort. You definitely would need some additional characters to make this a reliable, what I'll call reliable counter. I mean, it worked here, and it's going to look impressive at the end, but if you were paying attention, you would have seen that I could have lost multiple times. You needed more characters than just those two in Loki. Very interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. All right. All right, let's try some different characters here. People want to know what else works or what else you could use. People ask me about New Warriors. They might win. I don't know. New Warriors at my level are almost always on defense. But if some of you use them on offense, do I have them here at all? Here we go. We can run them. I mean, in my level, Silver Surfer is on defense and New Warriors are on defense. But we can do something like this and see how it goes. I'm just throwing a couple random characters. This is for people who who have smaller rosters maybe and have less built up, and you need to kind of combine your teams together. So let's just see. One thing to remember is that it doesn't matter. Like, they're now going to target the correct character. They're now going to target the same character every time, no matter whether you have a taunt or not. So having Drax here wouldn't have helped me. Black Bolt meant that they were focused on Black Bolt in the beginning, which is good because we wanted that. We didn't want them focused on our better characters. Notice that Silver Surfer did not remove the charge. He did not remove the charge. All right, let's try to spread this ability block, which we did. That's nice, but of course it's all gone now. Everyone in the team has immunity, and so now we can't do anything. We certainly don't want to bother with our ultimate. Now my team's debuffed, and I don't have an easy way of getting it out. If anyone saves our butt here, it's Silver Surfer, which has absolutely nothing to do with the New Warriors. You just, it's like, he's just, it happens to be a great character, right? Okay, I've already lost Black Bolt. As I said, if anything saves me here, it'll be Surfer, and it's just probably too much for him. You can see, though, why I like Surfer. He's durable here as the rest of the team is getting rolled. Silver Surfer's like doing stuff. He's speeding up and healing, and that's even with slow on him. He's just gaining in speed as turns are happening. All right. They got rolled. So that team won't work either. So as you can see, it's just a certain number of teams that are going to work easily here. Even the Eternals, you need some extra characters clearly to make that reliable. But the Darkhold's going to work. Infinity Watch is going to work. Secret Avengers Kestrel, which is probably what most people use to the counter, will work. People may want to know if the Web Warriors work. Problem is my Web Warriors are too big. Somebody asked about X-Men. They're going to get absolutely destroyed. I'll tell you that now. They're going to get rolled. People want to see Darkhold, so we'll do that here. After the X-Men get destroyed, I will show off the Darkhold. And there you go. Jubilee's stunned. And now Beast will get ability blocked shortly. All right, we got the stun off Jubilee, and then boom. This is it. You can't put slow on the team. You're not going to kill anybody. It's just game over. And do that to spread out a little bit of damage. Just doesn't matter. All right. You're going to have to waste your attacks on, like, cloned Bishop. The only good thing is the clone you might be able to kill to get some speed bar. That's the only thing I can think of that helps them. Yeah, the whole team's ability blocked. I mean, this team, as I expected, gets totally wrecked. Well, we did kill somebody before the team got wrecked. But not much. It's just not enough to matter. I mean, they did better than Ravagers. They did better than Ravagers. They might get one character down. Nah. Nope. Old team lives. There you go. No. Yeah. All right. Let's do Darkhold. People want to see Darkhold? Sure. So A-Force will probably beat it, I assume, because A-Force has so much damage mitigation built into the kits. So I would assume A-Force will win. As I said, Secret Avengers Kestrel wins. Infinity Watch wins. Darkhold wins. Weapon X wins. So there's a number of options here. All right, so people want to see Darkhold. I have a pretty big Darkhold for this. Obviously, only a 3-star in here. I haven't spent on getting any red star promotions because I'm just going to get some out of the event. But here you go. This is a punch across. And I probably could just put this in auto and they will win. They beat everything. Okay. They got Wong. Just see, notice Madelyne Pryor is ability blocked. Emma Frost is ability blocked. We got trauma out there. We're going to extend everything, including the trauma and the ability blocks. So 3/5 of their team is ability blocked for 2 turns with trauma. And they're going to clone Scarlet Witch. Har, 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 right? Whoosh. You can just see here, by the way, my team is at full health with like all this barrier. All right. She doesn't even need to do the redistribute thing. It doesn't matter. We don't need defense up. There's just... We're going to do this just to steal the defense up off of her. Otherwise, she probably wouldn't have been my first choice. It just doesn't matter. No, he healed him up. Oh, no. All right, there's the Madelyne Pryor's going to die. Let's do the swirly, twirly tentacle thing. Boom, boom, boom. That's it. All right, good times. All right. I think we've shown almost every team. We could show people want to see Dormammu. Sure. The thing is, Dormammu it just depends on the quality of the rest of the team. That's the thing. But Dormammu is very good. So, in other words, Dormammu can make an otherwise bad team much better. So, for example, Dormammu will probably make the new Warriors not completely suck. If that makes any sense. So we can, for example, put the new Warriors. And then we can toss out, we throw in a Black Bolt. I'm just trying to pick characters who aren't amazing, like who we saw get rolled before. And Dormammu helps them out a lot. Now, obviously, it's a punch down. It's 140k in punch down. So hold on. We can try Doom if people want to try Doom. People in my chat want to try Doom. All right. So you see they're going after Black Bolt, which is perfect. That's why he's in here. He's just a decoy. Just a decoy. So they've got the immunity. So that totally nerfs Cloak and Dagger. The hope is that they get rezzed by Dormammu, who's got immunity on him. Oh, they flipped it. And that Dormammu creates a second Cloak and Dagger who then can do something. Because currently they can't do anything. All right. Oof. This team really could have used a cleanse. All right. There we go. At least we got rid of Strife. Remember, we're going to get a second version of all these characters. Okay, so he comes back, and now that's why I said the second version of Cloak and Dagger can be the ones who actually do something. Then Dormammu does his big move. Oh, no, wait. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, good. I couldn't say die because I was actually concerned that it would change everything. But you can see why, like I said, even with Morgan Le Fay being as good as she is, Dormammu may be the best character in the game still, because by giving you a second version of everything, he can transform entire fights. He transformed this fight into a complete disaster where they got rolled into an easy win. And it's because he brings back a second version of everybody. He gives you, it's like two teams versus one. And so that just makes everything better. Plus his big ultimate is awesome. All right. So, all right. So there you go. So people want to see, people want to see a Doom team. Sure. We can try that. It's probably not going to work very well. But a team that I've suggested before, something, like this, where you put Doom in with like Brotherhood and Falcon. Where are you, Doom? Did I miss him? There he is. This team is 150k punch up. This team should get rolled. Shadowland, people are asking me, please put Shadowland with Doom. They're gonna get rolled. Shadowland has no hope against this team because the guy who made it purposely coded the team to screw over Shadowland. Okay. So this Toad's not going to do anything. Okay. We will blind the team, but it's going to get removed by Emma. The blocks are really helping. Okay. Notice that the Magneto special one time was good. Of course, it's geared tier 14 only. Now they've got their own Doom, and their Doom ults before my Doom, and that's the end of that. All right. Complete disaster. All right. I think we've made our point here. I think everyone kind of gets it. People ask me, why would you put Doom on this team on defense? I have to say that I think that's a bad move. First of all, let's look at the kits on these characters. And I think you'll find that, Doom's going to be better used elsewhere. I mean, Doom might open up some additional counters. So let's look at the Marauders here for a minute. So first of all, by the way, notice how this screws over Shadowland, gets Strife taunting right away. This screws over the X Factor. All right. So, to me, what you're losing with Mystique is you're losing a few things. Now this always targets Night Nurse, the non-summon enemy with the lowest speed, which is like Night Nurse or Black Bolt or whatever, and going after that character. So you lose, and if the character has 3 or more Marauder allies, apply stun to that target. So, if you put in, so the point is you're to lose out on that initial stun. If you put in Doom, you're going to lose, this unavoidable flip, which could be 2 positive effects. I could actually, might as well do it. And then, here, I'll do this. So I think, that you're going to end up losing. I think you're going to end up losing quite a bit by getting rid of her. So I don't see losing her. You obviously don't want to lose Emma Frost, or else you don't have a cleanse. So people are already asking me in my chat, am I confident about these ISO setup? No, I'm not. That's why this is what I call my initial impressions. This is just my initial thought. And it could be wrong. And if that's the case, well, then we'll figure that out. We'll figure that out as time goes on. But that's why I wait a little bit to do my infographics. I ask for a lot of other people's opinions. They're more of a consensus effort after a lot of testing. All right, guys, I hope you like this video. I feel like we got a good sense of the team. They're definitely going to be above average on war offense, on war defense, but they're going to be countered by a number of teams. On release, okay, they're countered by Darkhold, Weapon X, Secret Avengers, Kestrel, Infinity Watch, and obviously the Eternals, and they're probably going to get countered by this A-Force team. So there's plenty out there that can beat them, but nonetheless, they're going to be strong on war defense. What I will say is that I think for most players, almost all players, this character is one that you just get the shards for, and then you just store up your gear. We don't know whether this team's going to be needed for the next Scourge, and until we know what those requirements are, I just can't see spending precious gear on a character now. All right, guys, if you like this video, smash that like button, subscribe to this channel. If you got comments, questions, cheers, jeers, happy, sad, angry, mad, you can put them below or go to my Discord. That's linked below. You can also go to my Twitch stream. That is linked below too.